Unbelievable.
We're going in the right direction.
I'm afraid they're on cloud cuckoo land.
No goals in either game this afternoon for Port Vale and for Crewe, Alex. So we're going to have a lot to try and fill in this next hour. So if you want to have your say and you've not spoken for a while or you've been umming and ahhing, please get in touch.
Call 0800 121 8080. Text 81333. Start your message with the word Stoke or find us on social media.
BBC Radio Stoke.
So it's finished 0-0 here at Vale Park between the Vale and Wycombe Wanderers. Finished 0-0 at Boundary Park, where Crewe were away at Oldham Athletic. So as I said in the opener, could be a long hour. We'll do our very best. Let's get the thoughts and feelings of our commentary team first. We'll start with Adam Yates here at Vale Park, watching that one on DAB. There were boos at full time. I'm unsure if they were for the referee, if they were for the Vale, if it was a mixture of the two. There was a lot of Vale fans that stood and clapped. It's, on reflection, going to be a weird one to sort of know exactly what the overall feeling is, I think.
I think you're right. I think it's probably a mixture of the referee and maybe the performance as well. I think Vale competed better than they did.
Yeah, by no means a bad performance either, was it?
No,
Not a bad one.
No, but you still would look on the balance of play, and Wycombe have maybe had 4 or 5 really golden opportunities to break the deadlock. On another day, that would happen. Vale did have a couple of chances, but as I said, they competed a bit better than they did last week. And although it wasn't an outstanding performance, it was a performance that you can look and say, yeah, they did leave the foot in, they did, graft, they did persevere, they did try and create opportunities. Probably maybe a bit touch lucky to get a point, but they'll need to do more than that if they're going to climb the league. But you've got to start somewhere, and at least, as I said, we picked a point up and we've stopped the run of consecutive losses.
Yeah, all right, we'll chat with Adam again in just a moment, but let's go and get the thoughts and feelings of Peter Morse as well, who's watched another 0-0 at Boundary Park. Pete?
Yeah, I think it was quite a good game here, and Crewe will go away disappointed not to have got all 3 points, and I think that will be probably the marker of the way that they've played and probably the progress they've made in recent weeks. Because I don't think it's a bad point. It's certainly not the end of the world, and with the performance that they gave, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't brilliant, but it was strong and it was deserving of all 3 points. We talked about Tesgell rattling the bar in the first half. Owen Lunt smashed the post in the second half. Brilliant work down the left-hand side from Reece Hutchinson. Owen Lunt met it. Keeper just could only watch it, and it's come off the post and gone away to safety. And it was only really Crewe that were going to win it. Do have to say credit to Tom Booth, who made a really good reflex save from Mike Fondop in Oldham's only real good chance to score a goal. I thought Crewe were good. It was a difficult game. There was 8,000 here. Partisan crowd for the most part. The referee was making his EFL debut. Thought he did well, but at times he just looked a little bit nervous, a little bit reluctant. So those things were against Crewe in a way. It's not an easy away day at Oldham, but no, I'm sure they'll be disappointed. And like I say, that tells you the story, I think, of the performance and the way this game went.
All right, Pete, thank you. We're going to hear from Lee Bell, hopefully a Crewe Alex player as well, later on in the show. Praise and grumble with myself, Lucas Yeomans, and to kick things off, hearing from some fans as we do in this hour of the show, we've actually got 2 live with us. Phil?
Yeah, Neil and Craig have watched the game today. Better than Bolton, lads, but you still seem to have some reservations.
Yeah, I think it was a lot better than Bolton. The shape was better. We look toothless. I feel a little bit for more because of the injuries that happened during the game. We looked good for 30 minutes.